Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. You may notice that we have a slightly different lineup than what we had for Beer 1. Brad has decided that he's stepping down, and he's handed the reins over to me. So I've got
mistakes
to
were made, to be fair.
Well, there were mistakes. Speaking of mistakes, where are we tonight, Jay?
We are at Harry's Bar.
Okay.
Check everything out on Harry's on grenfell.com.au for all of the details. We're at the lovely Tattersalls Heritage listed bar at the moment. Balcony bar out the front, Harry's Bar downstairs, and Westernstein even below that. Fantastic place, our regular, so definitely feel free to come and join us for a beer every second Tuesday.
Cool. So myself, I'm Ben, if you haven't watched the podcast previously. We've got Nat from Beer 1, Jake from Beer 1, and Lachlan down the end there.
Making his
debut
for the D1DLC podcast as well. This is the first one, so very nice to see you here tonight, mate.
It's always nice to see a new face.
Mm-hmm. And we expect you to talk for the next 30 minutes.
Okay,
so.
sure. Well, I figured I'd harassed Brad to get the podcast going up so much that I might as well come along and
it's a very good point. There was a very driving force in terms of bringing the podcast back, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
So,
Cool. So you listened into to Beer 1. How did you find it? Was it any different being in the live studio audience to being
one
in front of the camera?
thousands of members that are watching us tonight.
As far as the eye can see.
I know, right?
Yeah. Well, I think at home, because I have two young kids and I have a shortened amount of time to be able to do anything, I always listen to the podcast on 1.5 speed.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit slower than I was used to.
Fair enough.
The voices were not quite as squeaky. But no, it's good to be here.
So when do you usually listen to your podcasts? Is it like on the commute into work?
So it's a mix between the commute into work and just sitting at my desk, usually with just one headphone in.
Sitting at your desk at work?
At work,
yeah, very good.
When I'm working.
Yes.
I
was curious because you said you had the young kids, and I know that our podcasts probably aren't maybe the best suitable for young ears.
That's what headphones are for.
Headphones, yeah. No, good. So you're a responsible parent.
Listener discretion is advised.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm very interested, though, that you mentioned that you normally listen at 1.5 times speed. Like, I didn't know that was a thing, and now I'm like, I could have saved myself so much time now. This is an amazing idea.
It only works with some podcasts, though.
Yep.
So
Does it?
I mean, it just goes a bit gibberish, and especially if it's something new.
But it works for ours.
It does.
It does, because we
as long as the
talk
audio's not
so slowly.
Yeah.
Yep, cool. All right, sweet.
But there is an app that I use called Pocket Casts, which is developed by Shift Jelly, which is an Adelaide company.
It is, yep.
And they have a little stats page to say how much time you have saved.
Oh, hello. This is a challenge coming up,
by
I think.
having your podcast running.
that.
This is fantastic.
Yep.
And how much time have you saved?
I'd have to check.
Stats. No, never mind.
So, where do we leave off? I think we had a to be continued.
I think you had a very quick run through of a couple of things that I wanted to just get a bit more of an idea about. Rhyme in particular was one of them.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what else I can say about it because I don't want to ruin anything.
So it's a story driven sort of thing. So there are spoilers.
Yeah. So
and you play like a little one of those robotic vacuum cleaners that moves around the place.
No, that's Romu.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Now I'm getting the wrong game.
Oh shit! I don't care anymore. That's fine. No,
So Rhyme is you're playing this little looks like a child. I don't even know if it's a girl or a boy because they're very clever with kind of making it between. But you wake up on a beach and you're in this Greek kind of garb. And you just start wandering around. You don't know what you're doing or where you're going, but you follow the beach along, and you come across these pigs that keep annoying you. So there's a tree nearby. So you can shake the
I've
tree
seen this
food
game
from the tree, and then you basically there's a big fountain that's got these animal statues on it, and so you explore the surrounding area, find the animal statues, and then when you find them, it goes and lights up the animal on the fountain.
Okay.
Cool.
So it's at its heart like exploration puzzle game sort of thing.
So the story's told similar to like Journey and Abzu and stuff like that. So
Yep.
if you've played any of those games, like they'll have a pause and then they'll like span over this giant wall of the side of something, and it'll be like, oh, that's the story of their history, kind of thing.
Okay.
So really good. The sound's really subtle and nice. Like I was just sitting playing it, finding it really relaxing. And another thing I really liked about it was that I didn't need a guide for anything, so it's not like super challenging. Oh, Monique's leaving. Bye.
Fairly intuitive then though, like you can pick it up pretty easily.
Really, really intuitive. The only part I had trouble with and where I got stuck, I had to look up a guide, was there's a bit where you start getting attacked by this giant bird. So you have to run from cover to cover to cover to not die, because it'll kill you if you're out in the open between too long.
Yep.
And I went the wrong way, and then I couldn't work out how to get back, and I did this bit for like half an hour, and it was like, did all that intense like first person shooter thing where when the bird was getting closer it would start encroaching on the sides of the screen, and then so yeah, I got a guide for that, but then I took the guide away and continued playing it.
How much is it, I guess, the skill-based action style game versus puzzles?
No, it's all puzzles.
All puzzles?
So the challenging thing you might have is holding a button down while walking in a direction.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The same direction, or do I have to change directions whilst holding the same button down?
It's pretty much like straight most of the time.
Might just get there.
Like it's, that shifting statues around kind of thing.
Yeah,
or
okay.
interacting with an object. None of it's like you have to do like quick time or...
And what platform have you played that on?
PlayStation 4.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Which is, so it's coming to Switch, or is on Switch as well?
I don't actually know.
So it is,
Yeah,
because it's
it
one of
is.
those games that I've been toying around. Do I buy it on PlayStation? Do I buy it on Switch? I'm not sure.
It would be really good handheld.
Very expensive on Switch in comparison. That's the only downside. So
Nintendo
Yeah, I did see something. I think it was Ryan, where the Switch version was going to be $10 more than the PlayStation version.
Yep.
And everybody is like, what is going on with this?
Yep, and I think it's from memory. I thought there was when I was looking at it, I think it was a special on Steam as well. So it was significantly cheaper on Steam to play on PC rather than Switch.
Is the Switch $10 cheaper though than a PS4? And maybe that's your
What I paid for it?
there.
Probably not. No.
Yeah. So yes,
Cool.
That's
Cool.
been most of my game time, but then Monster Hunter as well.
Cool.
Yeah, which is a game I've been quite curious about as well, to be honest.
Look, we
You're
mentioned
playing
it.
Monster Hunter
Yeah,
as well?
No, we mentioned
We
it
were
last
playing it
podcast.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I listened to the
I am
podcast for
waiting
that one too.
for the PC release. I think so is Brad.
Of course, yeah, because it's console only at the moment, isn't it? Yeah, okay, fair enough.
It is one game I really like the look of, and Reddit just like lit up with all these Monster Hunter posts and awesome things people were doing, and I got super jealous, and I was this close to actually picking it up on PS4. And I'm like, nah, you know what? I have got so many fucking games I'm playing through at the moment.
Yeah.
Like so many games I'm playing through.
Yep.
You know what? I'm okay to wait.
You're missing the water cooler talk, man.
None of our other things to talk about at the water cooler. So
You can have the Master Race water cooler.
well, that's
Comes
it.
out on PC.
So
Console peasants are
between
not
now
allowed in that.
and I think August when it comes out, I can just slag
August?
off PS4
Yes, it's all
at the water cooler.
What the shit? Wow, that's
See,
all.
you understand how
that's all
exclusives
right.
work? So
Sure.
they get it exclusively for a period of time.
Wait, PS4 exclusive?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was console. Like,
No, it's
okay.
Oh,
Okay.
No, it is on Xbox, but it's console exclusive.
That's
so-
bullshit, though.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it's a bit shit. Okay.
Well,
all right.
to be fair, if you released it on PC and consoles, there would be probably significant. I feel there would be a significant number of people that would buy it on PC instead of consoles. Whereas at least doing it this way, you've got people that have got both PC and console that will buy it,
On both, probably.
possibly on both, but they'll definitely buy it on the console now because they really want it. Myself,
I think there hasn't been another Monster Hunter game on PC before
Well, it's all
this one,
no, I don't.
as far as I'm aware. So you would have all those people who have played a lot of Monster Hunter games, I think on consoles, and I think on
3DS.
3DS,
as
yeah,
well.
exactly, yeah.
And so they'd be more inclined to go out and buy it on console right now if they're really big fans of Monster Hunter.
Yeah, sure.
As opposed to to having to wait all the way until August to play it then.
Yeah. But I mean, like I said, I'm happy to wait. I will pick it up when it comes on PC, and I'm sure that there'll still be people playing it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, maybe.
Yeah.
If not, then I might give it a miss.
Well, just you and Brad. You and Brad can play it together.
Yeah. So, what else? Are you playing anything else that?
I need recommendations for mobile games. So please send them to me, NattyWW on Twitter, because I've been playing this terrible, terrible girly game called Love Nikki, which is a fashion game.
Okay, fair enough.
The premise is you have fashion battles. So you walk through town and somebody challenges you to a fashion battle, and you've got to put together an outfit that meets the criteria of the battle.
Okay.
You should have like plenty of experience though with that from like Animal Crossing, like
Yeah,
matching your outfits. and-
Yeah, well, I feel like all the home builder stuff.
Yeah,
like I know all the
okay.
points that all. Yeah, so that's
Cool.
great. And
Oh.
terrible. And please send me other games to play because I'm losing my life to this thing.
Cool. Now you've already gone through
all the games
all
I've
the
been
stuff
playing,
you're playing. Yeah.
all of them. Yeah.
What about yourself, Lucky?
Me, so as I mentioned before, I've got kids. We've just had a little one born in January, so not a whole lot of time to play a whole lot of anything at the moment.
When was your little one born, Jake?
October.
October. Okay, so
I think. No, it was like.
Sometime.
Yeah. So at the moment, haven't really bought a whole lot of new stuff. I've been trying to work through some of my pile of shame and get through some of those things, and then not doing very well, and just going back and playing Overwatch instead.
Okay.
Don't call it a pile of shame. Call it preparation for the apocalypse.
True.
No, you don't feel so bad then.
Well, I did. I was in a game shop the other day that starts with E and ends with B Games, and picked up a copy of Destiny.
sorry, when you say game shop, you mean like the little pop figurine shop?
Something along those
They
lines.
have a couple of games.
Yeah, so I actually picked up a copy of Destiny on Xbox 360 because I hadn't the first one.
Wow.
Yes, because the second one's not on 360 anyway,
Yeah.
and I haven't ventured into the current console generation at the moment. I'm still
Is that fear of always online and like the
Not-
camera and that sort of thing?
not particularly. No, I think it's just part of it is just a money thing, and the second thing is just a PC Master Race thing.
Yeah, no, well, that's
so
totally understandable.
I have a very decent PC at the moment. I'm not in the position to upgrade it. Thanks a lot, Bitcoin. So PC is I have a nice little study. I've only got my 360 in there at the moment, and the PS3 is only really used for Play TV out in the main room. So I picked up Destiny. I was like, oh yeah, cool. I'll give this a shot. I've heard Jake's talked about Destiny a lot. I'll give it a crack.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's all right. That's all right. So I chucked the disc in, and it's like, okay, you've got to do some updates on this. And I was like, oh yeah, that's fair enough. Yep. There's been a few expansions for it, and started, and then there was like a 5.5 gigabyte content pack to download, and then that there was also 12 different compatibility packs. For whatever reason, the 360 had to download it, and they had a habit of failing and falling over. And so when they would fall over, the game would crash, and I have to load it up again, and I'd say, you have to download the content pack again.
The
So there's
5 gig
another
content.
5.5 gig. So I'm like, all right, cool. We'll go through this again, and I got through a few more compatibility packs, and eventually I've got to the character creation screen in Destiny after about 10.5 hours of trying to download the patches
And
and get through
2.5
everything.
terabytes later.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. So the character creation screen looks really good in
Awesome.
Destiny.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. You should stop there, to be fair. Like, don't go
Okay,
any further.
fair
It's-
enough.
It's pretty much where it caps out. So.
You have a lot more patience than I do.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, I think for me that would be a war between patience and not letting it defeat me.
It was part of that.
Yeah?
I was obviously wasn't sitting there for 10.5 hours
I would've
waiting
been
for it to watching it trundle over and tick over.
You put the cursor like right at the end of the. It's like
So you know exactly
You know,
where it's
when
been.
it's ticked over,
So if
you
you
go,
go away for half
"Ah."
hour, you're like,
Yeah.
yes, okay, it's progressive.
It's progressive.
Yeah. But no, at the moment, Overwatch is definitely my main staple. So playing a little bit of the Capture the Flag mode that they've brought back for the Year of the Dog event. Really enjoying that.
Do you have any skins? the New Year's stuff?
I don't think I've got any of the New Year's loot box skins yet.
Who do you
Loot
main
boxes.
Well, see, I subscribe to the theory that you don't have a main in Overwatch. You just play whatever is needed at the time. I'm the team player.
Wow.
See, that's somebody probably that's good.
I'm not sure you're playing Overwatch right, because my understanding is that when you have no healers on the team, everyone should pick Hanzo.
That's Hanzo, Genji,
Yeah.
Widowmaker. Yep,
Yeah.
that's. Yeah. No, but I mean, there are a few Overwatch heroes that I won't play. Fact check.
Apparently,
is on.
some idiot in the crowd said that's correct.
Yep. I generally don't play Genji or Hanzo just because I don't enjoy the play style. I usually swap between, say, Lucio, or I'm really enjoying Moira at the moment, the new healer. I think has a very good balance between being able to heal and do damage at the same time. But I think probably my two main fallbacks, if I were to say I main a character in Overwatch, would be Junkrat.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I love Junkrat because I used to play a lot of Team Fortress 2.
Yes. Nice.
And I used to play a lot of Demo Man.
Yes.
So there's that, I guess, that spiritual connection between Junkrat
sure.
and Demo Man. And then the other one is Mei. So I'll happily claim that I'm one of those annoying Mei players. Freeze, shoot you in the head, move along.
That's the worst. I hate the freeze mechanics and the stun mechanics because you're just there for like 3 to 5 seconds. It's going like, just kill me already.
Yeah.
No, so my favourite part is when May's on my team, and I activate my ulti, and then there's an ice wall, and I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? Yeah.
And I did see recently that they're about to buff Mei as well. So they're reducing the cost of her secondary fire, so the ice particle.
Yep.
So I'm really happy about that. I'm happy with any buffs for Mei,
Yeah, fair enough.
which is good for me at the moment.
Wow, that's very cool.
We talked about this a bit before the show, but I'm terrible at Overwatch. I
need
really
to play
enjoy the
it
concept
more.
of the game, but what I find that I'm best with the Overwatch characters when I'm playing Heroes of the Storm. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy that. Junkrat is probably my favourite Heroes of the Storm characters. That kind of counts.
Yep.
What do you think about all the Mercy changes?
See, again, probably Mercy would be my main fallback hero. I think they've played with her a little bit too much.
Yeah.
You know, they'll go way too far in one direction. So with her resurrect skill, and then I think they realise, oh crap, we've done too much. We need to pull it back and turn it back and hit her with the Nerf bat a few more times.
Yeah.
And I can understand the challenge that they have to try and balance Overwatch as a game across so many different skill sets. All the way down to Ben and his skill level.
Or me, who's played it like for 35 minutes.
Yay!
And then all the way up to sort of your Overwatch League players, and trying to find where is the sweet spot between all of these characters, and make sure that you can generally pick up something and balance it across 26 odd heroes.
If you have a look at, specifically for game balance, which is a horrendously difficult job, for StarCraft, the original StarCraft, they were still doing balance changes to that a decade after the game came out.
To be fair though, that's something that Blizzard does.
Yeah.
They keep
Well, just-
balancing it to keep it active and
Yeah.
dynamic.
Yeah,
and,
just
and
the other day, Blizzard released a patch for Warcraft 3.
Yeah.
Balance patch for Warcraft 3, like
Yeah.
15 years after it was released.
Yeah, and so they obviously they genuinely care about their games, which is awesome. I'm just a little bit of a Blizzard fanboy, but you may not have picked that up.
No, not ever before.
But Blizzard genuinely care about their games, and specifically they genuinely care about the online gaming community as well, like the balance that people have. And I mean, I can remember when I was playing WoW, and you have like people crying about, this character's so much better than this one in PvP or whatever, but you get a well-rounded team in arena or in a battleground or something in WoW, and they will decimate no matter what class they've chosen if they know what they're doing and they're using their characters well together. Yeah, and then there's the completely other side of the coin where we talk about, no Australian servers and like the lag and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a different discussion.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting with what you were talking about with Mercy, like the balancing with that, because they actually asked all the pros, what character do you think they should get rid of? And they all said Mercy because of her resurrect.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's a skill they can.
Well, I think, I agree with them. That was the most demoralising thing as an opposition team.
Yeah.
You've gone through, you've wiped, all 5 or 6 players out, and you're like, okay, cool, we've secured the points, secured the payload or whatever.
Yep.
And then Mercy, who's just been hiding around, which is not really the gameplay of Overwatch anyway, flies in, 6 resurrects, play the game, and you're just like,
Well, what did you do?
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I gotta admit, I've played Mercy a little bit. I kind of really find her a fun character to play because she is a extremely good healer. But yeah, it does feel a little bit OP playing it.
Well, she is the single point target healing character. So it's her job is to do the most amount of healing to a single target. You've got other ones like Lucio who are there to provide like a general healing for a lot of other characters around you, and their healing's not going to be as strong. So I think in her current state probably still needs a little bit of work, but where that goes, I'm not Blizzard, so I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah, I used to play Lucio a lot, but then I watched some people who are really good at Lucio, and I'm like, oh, I'm terrible at Lucio. Okay, I've got to pick another character.
Yeah. There's the one achievement I think is kill 3 people while wall riding, and there's no way that I'm ever going to be able to get that at all.
Perfectly timed bounce.
Yep.
Cool.
So what have you been playing? You've been,
I'm glad you're
have you been playing anything?
I have. I can't remember who it was.
Civilization's not counting.
Possibly Brad mentioned in one of the posts in the last fortnight that Australians have spent something like $3.2 billion in games.
Fact check.
That was within the in the last calendar year.
Also, I have no flying, so I'm fact checking from my brain.
Okay.
So it's wrong.
Okay.
So anyway, it's a shitload of money. I feel like with the current Steam sales, the recent EB game sales, and
You mean the sales that never stop?
well, yeah, pretty much. I have bought a lot of stuff in the last fortnight, and I'm working my way through it as quick as I can. But I've bought some games that are not quick to play games. So I picked up Stellaris. And then when Stellaris,
Brad's saying it's a shit game. He
Yeah.
doesn't like it.
so when I think it was Friday, just gone, Stellaris had a 2.0 DLC, which changed the way that the game plays reasonably significantly. So I've
Good song, by the way. Sorry.
So I've played a couple of games of that, and Stellaris is a very interesting game if you've not played it before, where you start a new game, you play it for a very long time, you reach a point where you're kind of in a stalemate with all of the NPCs, and you go, cool, I'll start another game now.
Oh.
So Stellaris
That's good fun. No, it's
doesn't
really
sound-
good fun.
That doesn't sound
Who's
like
played
fun.
Stellaris? Have you
I haven't played Stellaris.
Super
No,
good fun.
haven't?
Super
Yeah,
good
so,
fun.
okay.
I'll have to
Yeah, have to wait till
revisit this next podcast
yeah.
with Brad's on.
So-
Yeah, because he's played a lot of it in the last
Yeah.
fortnight. So,
But-
But that
Great
doesn't
game.
sound good.
Yep.
Like,
No, it
you-
is so
is it a
much
single
fun.
player or is it?
It is multiplayerable. I haven't done that.
multiplayerable.
Multiplayerable.
That's a word. That's a
Yep,
word.
that's
That's
the
definitely a
one.
word.
It is now.
Yeah. Oxford Dictionary, if you're watching. So I haven't played any of that yet. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hoping with the upcoming public holiday that a couple of mates of mine and me can dedicate a day to it.
But essentially, it's a single. It's a PvE sort of experience.
So imagine
Because I have no idea what this
Okay,
game is.
so
not even a little bit.
you played Age of Empires?
Yes.
Okay, so Age of Empires is a real-time, empire building game. Stellaris is kind of like that in that it's a real-time game, but it's set in space and you're colonizing planets and basically expanding your space empire.
And that. Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
So
Does it compare to Civilization?
well, it's kind of like it's a bit of a mix of Civ, but also a bit of a mix of Age of Empires because it's real time. So it feels a lot similar to that. Like you've got planets that have energy, and you've got planets that have got minerals, which pretty much just are like wood and stone or whatever in your Age of Empires. But it's a really involved game, very very deep, and it's like I said, it's insane. I've only been playing it on small maps as well, and I've put countless hours into and still haven't actually won a game. To win a game, apparently you have to have 75% of the map controlled by yourself, which just won't happen very quickly at all.
So what's the time length that you're talking about for a
Days.
game?
Days, yeah.
Yeah, I can't-
It is not a game you can quickly pick up, but it is...
That rules us out.
It is,
Yeah, pretty
it
much,
is-
yeah.
It is super fun.
Wait,
very
can I
enjoyable.
pause it halfway through?
Yeah, you can pause it.
Okay, so I can
you
come
can
back
pause it
and
whenever
do
you
it over
want.
the
You can
space of 12 years?
save.
Yeah.
Yes, that will work.
Well, I'm playing it on what they call Iron Man, which is like
No.
you don't actually save it ever. It just
No.
auto saves,
Yeah.
and then you can quit out whenever you want, and it auto saves at that point.
Okay.
So single save point.
Just one single save point, so you can't. Oh shit! I fucked up.
You can't save
Reverse.
scum.
Yeah.
Save scummer right here.
Yeah.
I'm not playing that shit.
So no, any game that has an Iron Man mode, I pretty much will play on Iron Man. So
Yep, okay.
yeah, I absolutely loved.
The game.
I know what game you're thinking of
XCOM
because
2?
I'm
XCOM 2, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's just
Save
mental.
scum.
Yeah.
Save scum.
Yeah, no, XCOM 2.
classic
You have
save
to, you
scum.
have to play it.
Yeah.
Have to play it on Iron Man. There's no other way to play it.
Yeah, no, there is the way I play it.
Yeah.
Just play it for 2 hours and then not play it ever again.
See, I've recently you're talking about playing on Iron Man, the most difficulty setting.
No, I play it on Iron Man, but on easy.
Okay.
See, so I play
Iron
it
Man
on
is
Iron Man is you have one save
it's like a
point,
mode rather
and
than
you
a
can't,
difficulty setting.
You can't reload, and like if you fuck up, you've fucked up, and you have to fix it.
Yeah.
Iron Man is no reloading previous saves.
Okay.
You've got one save.
Well, that sounds good actually.
Yeah, but then I play it on easy, as I said.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yep. So I would still fail abysmally.
Nah, it's
Not
just
my
more
style.
fun. And like, well, especially with XCOM 2, when a guy dies,
Yeah.
it's like, oh my god, my character's dead.
Yep, that's where I quit.
Yeah. Reload.
No,
Reload.
5% to hit, and it doesn't hit, and you're like,
The fuck? I'm going to try this 97 more times.
Yeah. So other than that, I picked up the Witcher 3
Good pickup
Game
as well,
of the Year edition. So I haven't played the DLCs of it. Sadly, on PS4, if you are going to pick up the Game of the Year edition, your regular game saves don't come across.
So the Game
At
of the Year
least-
edition has it all bundled in one install, so you have to pretty much disregard anything you've done in the
Well,
vanilla
look,
game.
to be perfectly honest, it's been probably a year or maybe more
Happy
since
to
I
start
played
again?
it, so I'm happy to start
Yep.
again. It's a fucking fantastic game.
Yes,
So,
it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So I'm playing through that as well, and we also picked up the Secret of Mana remake.
I think we skipped over Witcher 3 a little bit too much. I think we should go back and start talking. No, it's fine.
So yeah, me and my partner have picked up Secret of Mana remake, and we're playing through that on the local multiplayer, which is good fun. I never played the original. I was always more of a Chrono Trigger fanboy, and it was pretty much in the schoolyard. You were either playing Secret of Mana or Chrono Trigger.
I don't know any of what we're talking about currently. Not a little bit.
Video games.
SNES.
That's the
Video
that's the
game.
thing.
Video
Yeah.
game should not
So
be here.
the Nintendo, before they had the Switch, they had a couple of other consoles. Way back in the dawn of time, they had a Super Nintendo.
Super.
Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo.
I mean, they technically
Wait, so
they had at least one
before that
console
was a
before
Nintendo?
that. Yes.
A Nintendo.
Yeah.
Very mindful
Nintendo
of the time, so if you
Entertainment
are-
System.
Yes.
NES.
Yes.
Then they brought out a SNES.
Shit. These guys are geniuses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, do you say SNES or do you say Super NES?
No.
No, it's SNES.
It's SNES.
It's SNES.
Even I know.
SNES.
Do I know that?
Do you know that?
I don't know. If I
He's
know
just
that.
picked it up then.
It's what I say is SNES though. That's what everybody else that talks to me about SNES says. It's a SNES.
SNES smells like a sneeze.
Okay, so we're at the Oscars and the music started to play. We've got to wind this up.
Backing the chairs up.
How
They are too.
shit? They're going to kick us out in a second. Final comments, guys. What's a
Well, no, you need to finish up about Secret of Mana.
Just
Yeah.
keep it going.
okay? So Secret of Mana. It's
Bead of sweat is getting.
local multiplayer. As I said, I've never played the game before. It is kind of cool. I'm really enjoying it. It very much feels like an old SNES title because it is. But I've heard a lot of criticism that that people don't like the look of it.
So Sorry. The elevator pitch of what the game would be. What?
Did you ever play?
Just
No, you didn't.
explain the mechanics to me.
So it is the combat is real time.
Okay.
Walk around in a sort of like 2D isometric style.
Okay. Yep.
Think SNES.
Sure.
Surprisingly, world. It's looks like you've got to go and find the 8 kingdoms and rescue the orbs in each kingdom and save the world. It's pretty cool. They've got like a weapon level up system, so the more you play with a certain weapon, the better you get with that specific weapon.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
But there's 3 characters, and so each character can use each weapon, and you have to level them all up individually. So you don't level a weapon, you level that character's skill with a weapon.
With a weapon.
Oh, that sounds like
That's
Grandia,
intense.
Yeah. That's
where you'd
that's-
level
that's-
up your skills, so you could just go and grind.
Oh man, it is. I can feel it already.
Grind?
It is
Yeah.
grinding.
Scissor.
Some of this.
Yeah. So
Sorry, are you keeping me up, Brad? You all right?
we're having fun with it. It is.
Secret of Mana done.
Oh,
It's something that we can play together. That is fairly straightforward. You play
Yep.
20 minutes or whatever. We don't have a lot of time together. Kids again will prevent us from both being on the consoles at the same time. We usually take turns, and
There is something to be said about having a partner that games with you as well, to
Yeah.
be fair. I'll play anything at all, if a member, Gem, listening, would play
Yep.
a game at the same time as I'm playing a game. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
And not be Facebook.
well, wait. Why doesn't she game?
Gemma, why don't you game?
I don't
know.
think you found the right game for her because everybody's a gamer.
Well, you can come around. We can go through every. Yes, that's a great challenge. It's a great challenge.
yeah.
Yeah,
We're doing a
suggest games for Jim. Yeah,
Doing
yeah.
anything. Yes, we will suggest game. Okay, I like it.
That's the topic for the next Asked and Answers.
While you're wrapping up, tell them what's happening next fortnight now.
Oh,
What's happening next fortnight?
next
Matt?
fortnight. So Brad and Ben are gonna go take a break. You're going on a cruise.
Yes, I'm gonna be on a cruise.
And
You're gonna pee on a cruise because that's
what it sounded like to
fair
me.
enough.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be
Yep.
on a
And
cruise.
you're gonna pee on it as well.
I probably will pee.
I heard the
mean,
pee
I've
too.
gone for a week,
Yeah.
so
Leisure Suit Larry 7, do it. Play
Yeah.
it before you go, and then be amazed.
Love the
I'll
style.
play it on the cruise.
Yes, you will.
and Brad is going to be away on a working thing.
Junket.
I don't know. Sorry, I don't have the details. So I'm going to be playing through Fee with Beck. So Beck is Brad's missus. So we're going to both play through it, and then we're going to come back and talk about it. So if you want to play, please play it in the next fortnight because we will be talking about it, and then you can join us in the chat because we'll talk about it, and then we'll probably do a spoilers bit at the end.
Cool.
So if you play through it, you can yell
What
at
game
us.
is it again?
Fee.
Fee.
Yes.
Fee.
I don't know what that is.
F-E.
Not for me. It's
No.
not a game for me.
It's
Cool.
short. It
Okay.
is short.
Platform?
It's like 5 hours.
It's on it's a platform.
No,
right?
it's
What
not a-
platform is it on?
So it's on PlayStation and PC. I'm not sure about
Okay.
anything else.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can you guys play together, or is this a solo thing?
No, solo. So
Cool.
we'll both
Okay.
go playing solo, and then we'll get back together and have a chat about it.
Lovely.
Yeah. So
good.
tune in for that next time.
Well, thanks for coming along, guys. Thanks, Lockie, for joining us for your first
No worries.
inaugural podcast. Where have we been?
At a pub. No, we've been at Harry's Bar, a fantastic place on a street in Adelaide. Harry's
Grenfell.
on grenfell.com.au is where we currently are. Check their website out for all of the details. We're very lucky to be here. We regularly come here, so every second Tuesday night, if you would like to join us at our podcast, feel free to come along.
Come along and
Fill the few seats that we've got left in the show.
yeah.